Earthwalker asks, do you have a shit list? People, organizations you won't work with for whatever reason?
That's an interesting question. And actually, one thing I promised myself on my comeback trail here in episode 216 is I'm gonna answer these questions, not just, kind of literally black and white, but I'm gonna try to really challenge myself. I think the golden eras of this show was when I could answer the question, but then also know how to bring value to the whole audience. And I, right off the bat, came in hot. I'm excited, which is I don't, and now let's talk about it. I truly believe that anybody who has a shit list has a vulnerability, because when you're using negativity to drive your success, I think that's a problem. To me, spending any energy and time with a list of people that I don't want to do business with or put out of business or negative or like people that got me and I'm going to get them back, I think is insane. It's stunning to me looking back at my 20-year career. There was a guy that I went to a wine tasting of. Went to the wine tasting in New York City at the Hilton, the Wine Spectator National Wine Tasting. All the best wineries are there. I came in and I go to this winery and they have a great Shiraz. Australian wines are getting super, hot, and I'm like selling a lot of them, more than anybody in the country. And I come and I'm like, oh, I'd love to taste your wine, thinking this guy's gonna react really well because we sold a ton of it. He goes into a curse-lating, I'm a piece of crap. I've never had this happen to me in life. Like, just drilled me. You're the devil of the industry. I hate you. Like, nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. And it was because I was selling his wine at the most aggressive price in the country, and he thought I was killing his brand. Meanwhile, there were 30 other stores selling it for that price, but he hadn't been on top of technology yet and didn't know there was a site called Wine Searcher that allowed you to see every price on the internet, and I was just matching the best price in the country. But because I was the biggest guy, when I emailed it and promoted it, all the other stores that were selling it for more called and complained. He did no homework, he was immature, he was very hot at the time, so he had the audacity and ego. Needless to say, the Australian wines got less hot over the next 5 years, and then that coincided with Wine Library TV's explosion. And then this guy, who said I was the devil of the industry and the worst piece of crap and a loser kid and was never gonna amount to anything, emailed me 5 years later begging for me to be on the show for exposure of his wine. And with no hesitation, I said yes. I believe being the bigger man, I believe not holding grudges, I believe that one of the reasons I'm successful in life, let alone business, is I don't allow poison or negativity to be stored within my confines. And I think it's a very big thing. I've been talking a lot more about optimism and positivity being a real factor. I'm starting to get a little more zen in my older age, and I believe that if you have a shit list, if you have a list, if you hold a grudge, you're coming at your own expense. That you're not doing anything. Do I forget? No. But it's just context. It doesn't mean I'm gonna get you with it. It just means I have to navigate around it. And that's a very big difference. I don't want to stick it to you. I just need to navigate around your truth, and there might be some negativity there and I want to get around it. I don't want to walk into your cancer over and over and get punched in the face either. So I would highly recommend for all of you, if I can do anything with this episode, if this becomes the moment in your life where you stop thinking having a shit list. And by the way, so many people in my family love that. They love the grudge list, Eastern European, old school, like, we're gonna get them, we're gonna stick it to them in the end. I think the positivity and the winning, I think nothing sticks it to anybody better than results. Instead of tearing them down, just get so goddamn big that's the ultimate, I got you back. And that comes through positivity. How are they liking it in Facebook?
They're loving it.
What are you talking about? You just looked at it in 1 second. You could have only seen like 2. I know how Facebook Live works.
I'm watching it.
All right.
As we're talking, I'm watching it.
All right. I thought you were more mesmerized by the. Say hello. You haven't even said. Have you said hello yet?
Hi, Nation. I'm Horace, the new intern on Ask.
How do you spell it?
Haris. Not Harris.
Not Harris and not Horace, like Horace Grant. You son of a bitch. He was a bull. I hate the Bulls.
Okay.
Speaking of Bulls. Derrick Rose and Jay Noah, who's gonna be my favorite Knick because that's just like the way he plays. I tweeted like Noah is literally my least favorite player, which means he's gonna be my favorite player nowadays on my team.